teacher, hello everyone. My name is Aintu. Today I will story The Wild Swans. Let's read with me. The Wild Swans. Once upon a time, there lived a king with 11 princes and 1 princess. They lived a happy and affluent life. However, not long after, the queen was seriously ill and died. The king then remarried. The new queen did not like those princes and princesses. Shortly after, she made the king no longer care about his kids. The new queen was in fact an evil witch. One day, she turned the princes into 11 wild swans. She kicked them out of the palace and said, "Leave and never come back. No one will remember who you are." She ordered her servant to take the princess to a farmer's house so far away. The princess was going to live a hard life there. She told the king that the princess had left the palace on her own. The princess was very sad and she missed her older brothers all the time. One day, the princess went to the wood. She kept walking. Then she met a fairy. The fairy asked, "Why are you wandering in the world?" The princess answered, "I'm looking for my 11 brothers. Have you seen them?" The fairy said, "No, I haven't. But I have seen 11 wild swans that were crossed by the river." The princess then asked, "Crows, can you take me to the place you saw them?" The princess went with the fairy to the river. After a while, there were 11 wild swans flying down the plain with the princess. When the sun set behind the mountain, a miracle happened. The wild swans took off their plumage and transformed into 11 princesses. The princess and the princes were very glad when seeing each other. The princess told her older brothers everything. The princess told about the evil stepmother who controlled the king with magic. The princess says, "The evil witch also turned us into wild ones. Only when the sun set cool, we transformed back to humans." The princess made a net of willows. At dawn, the princess turned into wild swans and used the net to take the princess with them. The princess flew higher than she could, but the princess was fearless. They let the princess rest in a cave where lots of trees and flowers grow. The princess flew away every morning, and they returned to the cave at night when they turned back into humans. One night, the princess fell asleep. In the dream, she met the fairy who had took her to her brother's place. She said, "I wish I could save my brothers. I will do anything to help my brother turn into humans. You must be perseverant and brave. Pull out the nettles that grow over there, but those nettles will blister and hurt your hands." The princess said, "Don't mean it." The fairy added, "When you pick enough nettles, and you have to trample on them with your bare feet, then turn them into threads. You need to use those threads to weave 11 long-sleeved clothes. However, you must not speak a word until finishing weaving. Otherwise, your brothers will die." The princess woke up and went out immediately to find the nettles. The thorns on the nettles blistered her hands. After picking enough nettles, she trampled on them with her bare feet, which caused acute pain in her feet. The princess turned to the cave and started weaving clothes. After dark, the princes came back. They gathered around the princess and asked, "Are you weaving clothes for us?" However, the princess did not reply. By the morning, the princess again transformed into white swans and flew away, and the princess continued weaving. One day, a big flock of dogs ran toward her. The princess quickly hid the clothes and threads in the cave. A young king appeared. He was immediately attracted by the princess' beautiful. He asked, but the princess didn't reply. The young king then took the princess to his palace. He gave her the most beautiful dresses and the most dishes, but she was sad looking all the time. The king put the princess into prison. In prison, the princess continued weaving clothes and hoped that she could finish evening clothes soon. One morning, there was some sound of white swans flying down, and the princess was very happy as they knew that her brothers came to fight her. The princess asked to see their king and told him their story. When the story ended, the princess again turned into white swans and flew again. The next morning, the princess was led away to be executed in the spear. The princess was still weaving even on the way to the execution field. 10 clothes were finished, except a sleeve of the 11th. Suddenly, 11 white ones flew down the wagon carrying the princess. The princess turned back into humans one after another when they wore clothes made of nettles. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye, see you next time. Goodbye.